All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Anuja Kumar and with me is Sunil Verma. The headlines. World-famous Rath Yatra begins in Puri today amid restrictions in wake of coronavirus pandemic. Recovery rate of COVID-19 patients improves to 55.77%. More than 237,000 patients cured so far. WHO says surge of COVID-19 cases across the world is due to simultaneous peaking in different countries. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh reaches Moscow. Indo-Russia defence and strategic partnership to figure prominently during the three-day visit. And Saudi Arabia to hold very limited Hajj this year due to coronavirus pandemic. The rituals for the most celebrated and the world-famous Rath Yatra have started. The Pahandi procession has also begun. The chariots of the Lords Jagannath and Balbhadra and Goddess Subhadra will be pulled only by the selective servitors and police officials. Our correspondent has more details on this.
The rituals for the world-famous Rath Yatra have started with Mangal Aarti followed by Mailam, Tadaplagi, Rosha Homo, Abakasha and Surya Puja. The Pahandi ritual has also begun. The sibling Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra and Goddess Subhadra will board the chariots at the Singadwara facing towards the Gundicha temple by 10 in the morning. The Chera Pohara ritual will be held at 11:30 am. The chariots will be pulled thereafter around 12 noon. Regarding the rituals, the senior सर्विटर्स ऑफ जगन्नाथ टेम्पल दामोदर प्रधानी सर
रथ यात्रा शुरू होने वाला है। उसके बाद खिचड़ी का भोग लगेगा जगन्नाथ जी को। गजपति महाराज आएंगे, मोहना में चढ़ कर आएंगे। यहाँ पर छेरा पहरा होगा। छेरा पहरा होने के बाद जो चार घोड़े होते हैं, घोड़े वो उसके रथ के ऊपर अटैच हो जाएगा और रथ को खींचा जाएगा। ये जो रथ को खींचा जाएगा ये एक यूनिक व्यवस्था है। इस रथ के ऊपर जो हर साल 200-300 सेवायत बैठते थे, इस साल हर रथ पर 10-10 सेवायत बैठेंगे। ये रथ यात्रा हमारा टोटल 12 दिन चलेगा। तो हम उम्मीद करते हैं शांति श्रृंखला के साथ हो जाएगा।
After the Supreme Court's decision in favor of Rath Yatra, the district administration has imposed a curfew in Puri for the Yatra. The public has been requested not to enter any part of the district during this period. Around 50 platoon police have been deployed. Only selective servitors and police officials will be allowed to pull the chariots of the lords. Itishra Singh Rathore, AIN News, Cuttack.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has wished the people on the auspicious occasion of Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra. In his message, Mr. Naidu said, Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra is the most revered and much awaited festival of Odisha. He said the Rath Yatra depicts the annual journey of Lord Jagannath, who is considered to be an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The Gujarat High Court has dismissed all 6 petitions, including one from the state government seeking permission to take out the annual Rath Yatra procession in Ahmedabad city. The Gujarat government said that the Supreme Court itself modified its earlier order on the issue with a view to balancing the interests of religious sentiments and public safety amid the pandemic situation in Odisha. However, after the marathon online hearing till late midnight, the division bench of Chief Justice Vikram Nath and Justice J.B. Pardiwala opined that Jagannath Puri Odisha and Ahmedabad are not comparable. Earlier, the state government assured various measures to the court, such as curfew till 11 am on Rath Yatra route and completion of Rath Yatra procession by that time. The government also assured for no stoppage of Rath Yatra anywhere on the route to Saraspur and return with only 3 chariots. However, the court in its late-night judgment opined that Yatra should move inside the temple campus only. The court opined that there is no meaning of taking out a procession in the absence of people. India has one of the lowest COVID cases per lakh population in the world in spite of its high population density. Citing a WHO report, the Health Ministry said the country's cases per lakh population are 30.04, while the global average is more than triple at 114.67. The US has 671.24 cases per lakh population, while the metric for Germany is 583.88. Spain is 526.22 and Brazil is 489.42. This was revealed in the WHO Situation Report 153, dated 21st of June. The Health Ministry said this low figure is a testimony to the graded, preemptive and proactive approach of the central government along with the states and union territories taken up for the prevention, containment and management of COVID-19. Talking to AIR News exclusively, Director of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Dr. Randeep Guleria said, India is in a far better position in comparison to other countries in this regard.
तो अपने केसेस को देखें तो एक्चुअल नंबर ऑफ केसेस जो हम देख रहे हैं वो अगर परसेंटेज ऑफ पॉपुलेशन के हिसाब से देखें जो हम कहते हैं पर मिलियन पॉपुलेशन तो हमारा स्तर बहुत नीचे है। एब्सोल्यूट नंबर में अगर हम पूरा काउंट करके देखें तो नंबर ज्यादा है। कई यूरोप की कंट्रीज तो हमारे एक स्टेट की पॉपुलेशन की हैं। इसलिए जब हम कंपेयर करते हैं तो नंबर्स के करना जरूरी नहीं रहेगा, हमें पॉपुलेशन पर मिलियन के हिसाब से देखना पड़ेगा। तो पहली चीज तो ये है। दूसरी चीज अगर हम अपना रिकवरी रेट देखें तो वो भी दिन बर दिन बढ़ रहा है और इससे ये क्लियर हो रहा है कि हमारे जो पेशेंट्स हमारे यहाँ आ रहे हैं उनको माइल्डर इलनेस है और इसलिए वो जल्दी रिकवर हो रहे हैं। सीवियर केसेस हैं जिनको वेंटिलेटर की जरूरत पड़ती है या जो आईसीयू में आते हैं वो और देशों की मात्रा से हमारे यहाँ कम है।
The Health Ministry said the recovery rate of COVID-19 patients has improved to 55.77% in the country. So far, a total of 237,195 patients have been cured of COVID-19.
Participating in our live phone-in program on COVID-19, Dr. Lieutenant General Ved Chaturvedi, rheumatologist of Sir Gangaram Hospital, said that early lockdown in the country resulted in low infections per million. He also said that the lockdown acted as a training period for people to adapt to various preventive measures.
प्रति लाख केसेस हमारे यहाँ कम हैं। इसका सबसे बड़ा कारण कि बहुत ही टाइमली बल्कि टाइम से भी थोड़ा सा पहले कंप्लीट जो लॉकआउट किया गया उसमें ट्रेनिंग हो गई। तो ये 2 महीने की जो ट्रेनिंग थी हमारी वो इतनी महत्वपूर्ण थी तो हम लोगों ने सबने ये सीख लिया भाई साबुन से हाथ धोना है, मास्क लगाना है और सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग।
News Services Division of All India Radio, in its bilingual live phone-in program today, will bring you a special discussion on COVID-19. Listeners can ask questions to the experts on toll-free telephone number 1-800-11-5767. One can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts by #AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. In our series, Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you views of leading medical experts on COVID-19. Dr. S. Rajeshwari, Department of Anesthesiology, AIIMS, has advised people to stay at home and maintain hand hygiene.
We have seen that there is a severe shortage of ICU facilities in the most developed of countries. And in order that we do not face the same calamity in our country, it is vital that we do not stress the health system by becoming more sick and bringing more patients. And for this, I urge that you must stay at home and must maintain hand hygiene to reduce the number of patients coming into the hospital.
Dr. Purva Mathur, Professor Lab Medicine, AIIMS, has said that social distancing is very important to check the spread of virus.
The coronavirus spreads by droplets when a person coughs or sneezes. These droplets do not travel beyond 1 meter, and that is why it's important to maintain social distancing.
The Press Information Bureau fact-check team has refuted the reports that Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade DPIIT website was hacked. The claim is being made through some media reports that the website of DPIIT was hacked, ascribing this is as a retaliatory move by hackers due to some developments and decision taken in the past. The PIB fact-check team has said the claim is not true. The DPIIT site was under routine maintenance and is running on NIC Cloud, it added. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has announced that his government will give pulse oximeters to the COVID-19 patients under home isolation in the city. He said the number of coronavirus tests has increased by 3 times in the national capital. Addressing an online media briefing, Mr. Kejriwal said around 18,000 coronavirus tests are being conducted daily in the city now. There are around 12,000 people under home isolation and they will be given pulse oximeters. More from our correspondent.
A high-level committee set up by Home Minister Amit Shah has recommended quarantine of contacts of all COVID-19 positive cases in Delhi and remapping of all containment zones to check the rapid spread of the infection. The committee has recommended that the containment zones will be drawn afresh and strict vigil and control should be maintained on their borders and the activities that take place inside them. It suggested that contact tracing should be done for all infected people and once identified, such contacts should be quarantined. The Arogya Setu and Itihas apps should be jointly used to accomplish this task. The committee headed by Dr. V.K. Paul, member Niti Aayog, has also recommended that affected people should be treated in hospitals, COVID care centers or in home isolation. Every district of Delhi shall be linked with a big hospital for extending appropriate medical help to people affected by the coronavirus. The committee has also charted a timetable for accomplishing these tasks. With Anand Kumar, Suparna Sekya, AIR News, Delhi.
In Himachal Pradesh, deputy commissioners have been authorized to declare any institutions within their jurisdiction as COVID care centre in order to facilitate the COVID-19 patients in their respective districts. Our correspondent reports that this decision has been taken in view of the increasing cases of COVID-19 in the state.
Chief Minister Jairam Thakur has directed the deputy commissioners to ensure that the person entering the state must enter point of origin as well as a destination point while applying for e-passes. He said e-passes must be given to only those individuals of the state who are on medical ground or in case of death. He said school can also be taken as institutional quarantine if required. The state government has decided to make home quarantine mechanism more effective and constant vigil would be kept on individuals who are under home isolation. Meanwhile, the number of coronavirus patients has increased to 727. Of these, 429 patients have fully recovered. Sanjeev Sundaryal, AIR News, Shimla.
In Punjab, 177 new COVID-19 cases were reported yesterday. 125 patients discharged from various hospitals after recovery, and 2 deaths were also reported from Ludhiana. Our correspondent reports that 46 new cases are from Jalandhar and 34 from Ludhiana. State Health Department said, in case of 17 positive cases, source of infection is out of the states. The number of positive cases has now risen to 4,235 and the number of recovered patients has gone up to 2,825 so far in the state. 101 deaths have also been reported so far. Now there are 1,309 patients under treatment in various hospitals in the states. Uttar Pradesh government is very soon going to start antigen tests for identification of COVID patients. It is a test on swab-based nasal samples which gives early results and is very different from the rapid antibody test which tests blood samples for the presence of antibodies against the virus which causes COVID-19. We have more from our correspondent.
In the first phase, antigen tests will start in 5 cities, Lucknow, Prayagraj, Varanasi, Gorakhpur and Kanpur. These tests will provide early and more accurate results. More than 15,000 samples of suspected COVID patients were tested yesterday and till date around 5.7 lakh samples have been tested. With the discharge of 11,601 patients, the recovery rate of COVID patients has reached 63.31%. All district magistrates and chief medical officers have been asked to launch a large-scale health screening campaign for the identification of COVID patients. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has directed officials to compute more than 1 lakh teams for this purpose. To save police personnel from getting infected, the Home Department is sending directives to shift personnel of Provincial Armed Constabulary to safer places. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. World-famous Rath Yatra begins in Puri today amid restrictions in wake of coronavirus pandemic. Recovery rate of COVID-19 patients improves to 55.77%. More than 2,37,000 patients cured so far. WHO says surge of COVID-19 cases across the world is due to simultaneous peaking in different countries. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh reaches Moscow. Indo-Russia Defence and Strategic Partnership to figure prominently during the 3-day visit, and Saudi Arabia to hold very limited Hajj this year due to coronavirus pandemic. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान रखो, बड़े बुजुर्गों का तुम ध्यान रखो, तो बात करो, कुछ मदद करो, कोरोना के चलते याद रखो, घर से निकलो तो मास्क पहनना, मास्क के पीछे मुस्कुराना, सुरक्षित दादा दादी नाना नानी अभियान, अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान।
The World Health Organization today said the record levels of new daily COVID-19 cases are due to the fact that the pandemic is peaking in a number of big countries at the same time and reflect a change in the global activity of the virus. At a media briefing in Geneva yesterday, WHO's emergencies chief Dr. Michael Ryan said the numbers are increasing because the epidemic is developing in a number of populous countries at the same time. Some countries have attributed their increased caseload to more testing, but Dr. Ryan dismissed it. He noted that numerous countries have also noted marked increases in hospital admissions and deaths, neither of which could be explained by increased testing. There definitely is a shift in that the virus is now very well established, Dr. Ryan added. At the global level, the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases has exceeded 90 lakhs, with near 4,70,000 fatalities. According to data compiled by Johns Hopkins University, 90,06,757 cases of novel coronavirus have been reported across the world. The United States continues to remain the worst hit, with 22,91,353 cases and 1,20,106 deaths, followed by Brazil with 10,83,341 cases and over 50,000 deaths. And Russia reported 5,84,680 cases and over 8,000 deaths.
Union Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, Dr. Jitendra Singh, has said that there is going to be renewed focus on the study and management of infectious diseases in the post-COVID era. He said the medical curriculum will have to be adapted accordingly. Dr. Jitendra Singh was addressing a virtual conference with the heads and representatives of national medical teaching institutes, including All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS, New Delhi, PGI, Chandigarh, Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, Manipur, Northeastern Indira Gandhi Regional Institute of Health and Medical Sciences, NEIGRIHMS, Shillong, and Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences, Srinagar, yesterday. Dr. Jitendra Singh said, in the last 3 decades, the disease spectrum in India shifted to non-communicable diseases, and hence the medical teaching got focused more on metabolic and vascular disorders like diabetes mellitus and coronary heart diseases, while the infectious diseases took a backseat. In Madhya Pradesh, district-wise extensive campaigns of corona testing will be conducted. Under the campaigns, intensive surveys will be conducted in each district to identify each and every corona patient. Meanwhile, the pace of corona infection is declining continuously in the state. Details from our correspondent.
The rate of doubling of corona infection in the state has become 50 days. The corona growth rate in the state is 1.40. Madhya Pradesh is now ranked 13th in the country in terms of spread of corona infection. In Madhya Pradesh, the recovery rate has reached 76.3%. New 175 corona patients have been reported in the last 24 hours, but 200 patients went back home after the recovery. At present, the number of active cases is 2,342, whereas 9,215 people have been cured so far. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan instructed the senior officers in charge of the district for monitoring the corona should visit their respective districts and inspect the arrangements. Sanjeev Sharma, AIA News, Bhopal.
In Chhattisgarh, a Congress legislator tested corona positive yesterday. The MLA represents a constituency in Rajnandgaon district. District Collector Topeshwar Verma said that the MLA was admitted to a hospital and the administration is now tracing his contacts. The MLA attended a meeting yesterday in which a few legislators and senior officials of the Chhattisgarh Legislative Assembly were present. Meanwhile, the number of COVID-19 cases in Chhattisgarh increased to 2,302, with 46 more people testing positive for novel coronavirus yesterday. The Bombay High Court has asked the Maharashtra government to clarify its stand on whether or not it will allow ICSE students to appear for their board exams scheduled next month. A division bench said the state government cannot maintain an ambiguous stand that permission will be granted if the number of students who opt to appear for exams is few, noting that the case count and the mortality rate of COVID-19 in Maharashtra continues to remain high. The court asked the government what will it do if 50% of the students opt to appear for exams, and what if the number is higher. Adjourning the hearing till Wednesday, the court has asked the exam board to present its methodology about alternative grading.
In Gujarat, the total cases of COVID-19 detected so far have reached up to 27,880, with 563 new cases reported during the last 24 hours. Quoting the State Health Department, AIR Ahmedabad correspondent reports that 21 patients lost their lives, taking the death toll of COVID-19 in the state up to 1,685. More from our correspondent.
Following the discharge of 560 patients yesterday, the total number of patients recovered from COVID-19 has gone up to 19,917. According to official sources, out of 6,278 active cases, conditions of 6,211 are stable, while 67 patients are on ventilator support. Out of 563 new cases reported yesterday, the maximum 314 cases reported from Ahmedabad, 142 new cases reported from Surat, while 44 cases reported from Vadodara. Senior Congress leader Bharat Singh Solanki also detected COVID-19 positive and admitted in Vadodara hospital. More than 3,29,000 COVID-19 tests carried out in the state till date. Yogesh Pandya, Air News, Ahmedabad.
The Indian naval ship INS Airavat reached Thoothukudi port in Tamil Nadu this morning, bringing back 198 stranded Indians from the Maldives. The evacuation mission has been undertaken by the Indian Navy under the Operation Samudra Setu. A report.
INS Airavat is the second Indian naval vessel to drop its anchor at the VOC port at Thoothukudi and the third evacuation mission at the harbour under the Operation Samudra Setu. Earlier, INS Jalashwa brought 685 people from Colombo and 700 passengers from Mali to the harbour under the humanitarian mission. The evacuation operation through the sea route is underway since early May, and the ports of call for the naval ships include Kochi and Porbandar besides Thoothukudi. After disembarkation, the due medical screening and quarantine protocols were followed for the passengers. At Male, the evacuation has been coordinated by the Indian mission. The Navy is lending its helping hands at such stressful times. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
Saudi Arabia has announced that it will hold a very limited Hajj this year due to the coronavirus pandemic, with pilgrims from all nationalities residing in the kingdom allowed to perform it. More from a Dubai correspondent.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has taken a decision to allow Hajj for a very limited number of people this year due to the continued risk of coronavirus pandemic. People of different nationalities residing in Saudi Arabia will only be considered for this year's pilgrimage. The number of people, however, has not been specified as of now. Approximately 2.5 million pilgrims typically visit the holiest sites of Islam in Mecca and Medina for a week-long Hajj. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia said this decision is taken to ensure Hajj is performed in a safe manner while observing all preventive measures and the necessary social distancing protocols, and in accordance with the teachings of Islam in preserving the lives of human beings. Kanchan Prasad, AIR News, Dubai.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh reached Moscow last evening on a 3-day visit to Russia. Office of the Defence Minister in a tweet said that Mr. Singh was received by Major General Kosenko Vasily Alexandrovich and Indian Ambassador to Russia Dr. B. Venkatesh Verma. During the visit, Mr. Singh will hold talks on ways to further deepen the India-Russia defence and strategic partnership. He will also attend the 75th Victory Day Parade in Moscow. The Victory Day Parade will be held tomorrow to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the victory in the Second World War. The parade is organised to honour the heroism and sacrifices made by the Russians and other friendly people.
In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists have been gunned down by security forces in an encounter that broke out between terrorists and security forces in Banzu area of South Kashmir's Pulwama district this morning. According to police, a joint team of Pulwama Police, Army's 55 Rashtriya Rifles and Central Reserve Police Force launched a cordon and search operation, CSO, based on a specific intelligence input about the presence of terrorists in Banzu area. A CNA police official said that as the joint team of forces approached towards the suspected spot, the hiding terrorists fired upon them, which was effectively retaliated, triggering an encounter that resulted into the elimination of 2 terrorists. 1 CRPF personnel was also martyred in the operation. 2 AK-47 rifles have been recovered from the encounter site. President Ramnath Kovind has greeted the nation on the occasion of Rath Yatra, especially the devotees of Lord Jagannath in Odisha. In his message, the President hoped that the Lord blesses everyone with courage and determination in the fight against COVID-19 and bring good health and joy to all. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted the nation on the auspicious occasion of the Rath Yatra. In his message, Mr. Modi hoped that the occasion brings prosperity, health and happiness to the lives of people. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra will be telecast live by DD and other channels. In a tweet, Mr. Javadekar said this was suggested by National Vice President of BJP, Jay Panda. The minister also greeted the people on the auspicious occasion of Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra.
Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for today. On to the north, in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature was 27 degrees Celsius in Jammu, while maximum is expected to be around 36 degrees Celsius. The city will be cloudy sky with moderate rain. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature was 15 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 28 degrees. The city will face mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards the afternoon or evening. In Gilgit, the minimum temperature was recorded at 13 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 35 degrees Celsius. The sky will be mainly clear, becoming partly cloudy towards the afternoon or evening. In Muzaffarabad, the city witnessed minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius, while maximum temperature will be around 36 degrees Celsius, with partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. Chandigarh will witness generally cloudy sky with possibility of development of thunder or lightning. In Dehradun, the minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius, while maximum is expected to be around 33 degrees Celsius. In Hyderabad, the minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 31 degrees. The city will face rain or thunder showers would occur towards evening or night. Bangalore witnessed minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 28 degrees Celsius. Congress President Sonia Gandhi has urged Prime Minister Narendra Modi to extend the provision for free food grains for another 3 months and issue temporary ration cards. In a letter to the Prime Minister yesterday, Ms. Gandhi said millions of Indians are at risk of slipping into poverty following the lockdown due to COVID pandemic. She said that in light of the current situation, food entitlement must be expanded to address the hunger crisis facing the vulnerable people in the country.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. The newspapers have covered the 11-hour high-level military talks between India and China, with India seeking China's retreat timeline. Withdraw from Pangong, de-escalate Galwan, hot springs, India tells China, reports the Times of India. The Statesman quotes the government as saying, India COVID-19 cases per lakh lowest in the world, despite its high population density. All the dailies also covered the news of the Supreme Court clearing the Rath Yatra with curbs. SE allows Puri Rath Yatra without public attendance. Easier fundraising rules for companies on SEBI board's agenda, writes the Economic Times. A headline in the Hindu says, big screen set to reopen in Srinagar nearly 3 decades after almost all cinema halls closed down in the states. And finally, even as India works the diplomatic and military channels, news gets more space on AIR Tibetan service, writes the Times of India, ensuring that the Indian viewpoint reaches the bordering neighbour.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. World-famous Rath Yatra begins in Puri today amid restrictions in wake of coronavirus pandemic. Recovery rate of COVID-19 patients improves to 55.77%. More than 237,000 patients cured so far. WHO says surge of COVID-19 cases across the world is due to simultaneous peaking in different countries. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh reaches Moscow. Indo-Russia Defence and Strategic Partnership to figure prominently during the 3-day visit. And Saudi Arabia to hold very limited Hajj this year due to coronavirus pandemic. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.